Hello everybody, it's Yashar here, back again with another video, and in this video I'm going to review National Bank Direct Brokerage platform in detail. I opened my National Bank Brokerage account 3 weeks ago, and in the last 3 weeks I tried to use every single feature and functionalities of this platform, buy and sell stocks, which you should know there is no fee for buying or selling ETFs or individual Canadian and US or over-the-counter stocks. I also tried to convert Canadian dollar to US dollar via regular conversion and also Norbert Gambit, play with their research tools, contact their customer support via chat or private message, try their desktop version and their recently released Android application, and also I looked into options and contracts. Now, before starting the review, let me quickly answer your main 6 questions about National Bank Direct Brokerage account that everybody asking me in the last 3 weeks. Okay, number 1, is there any hidden fees when you deal with National Bank Brokerage account? Or are there any hidden minimums like minimum number of shares you have to buy or something like that? The answer is no. There is no hidden fees or hidden minimums. You can see the list of all the fees associated with National Bank Brokerage on their website here. Other than these fees, there is nothing to worry about. Question number 2. Do they have instant deposit functionality like Wealthsimple? Or can you transfer money via e-transfer to your account? In general, how long it takes to fund your account? The answer is no, they don't have instant deposit like Wealthsimple. You can't also transfer money via e-transfer to your account. In general, if you don't have a checking account with National Bank, it takes on average 2 to 3 days before you can have access to your money. I personally opened a checking account with National Bank with them, and if you transfer money from your National Bank checking account, the money will instantly appear in your brokerage account. So this is the trick for instant deposit. Open a checking account with them, with National Bank, e-transfer your cash from other bank account to your checking account at National Bank, then initiate a transfer to your brokerage account, and you will have access to your money instantly. Question number 3. Do you have access to fractional shares in National Bank brokerage platform like Wealthsimple? The answer is no. There is no fractional shares on National Bank Direct Brokerage account. Question number 4. If I should choose between Wealthsimple and National Bank Brokerage, which one I should choose? This is a tricky question. My answer is it depends on your needs. There is no single platform which is best out there. For smaller accounts, I mean less than $20,000 in total value, or for beginners, for those who want to buy fractional shares, and for investors that want to invest in only Canadian stocks, I suggest Wealthsimple, as there is absolutely no fees and interface is simple and efficient. For investors with larger portfolios who invest heavily in US stocks, or they are interested in buying over-the-counter or OTC stocks, I suggest National Bank, as Wealthsimple simply doesn't support OTC stocks at the moment, and the fees to convert Canadian dollar to US dollar can be a huge factor for larger deposits. Question number 5. Between Questrade and National Bank Brokerage, which one I should choose? The answer is, again, it depends on your needs. In my opinion, National Bank is overall a better platform with lower fees, particularly if you're investing in individual stocks and not ETFs. For ETF investors, I think Questrade can be a great option as well. Finally, question number 6. Can you perform Norbert Gambit in National Bank to convert Canadian dollar to US dollar? And if so, is it easy? The answer is yes. It's simple and relatively fast, and you can convert Canadian dollar to US dollar with minimal fees. To do so, you need to buy a stock which has double listing on TSX and New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ, and then journal your shares over from Canadian side to US side of the account, and then sell the US stock to have access to US dollar. The best option is to buy DLR.TO on Canadian side of your account. DLR.TO is Horizon's US dollar currency ETF, as it is basically only fluctuates when the conversion rate of Canadian and US dollar vary during the day. So on this part, you don't pay any commission fee, as there is no commission fees on National Bank Brokerage. You need to wait almost 2 days after this, so your DLR.TO shares settle in your account. Then you have to contact customer support, and ask to journal your DLR.TO shares from Canadian side of the account to US side of the account. I do this via private message option, as you don't need to chat with anyone, wait in the line, or call any number. This is a short message that I wrote for journaling my shares to customer support. Hi, I hope you had a great day, and yes, try to be nice with customer support personnel. They deal with a lot of messages during the day. I have 100 shares of DLR.TO in Canadian side of my RRSP account, and I want to journal them over to DLR-U.TO in my US side of RRSP. Thank you, Yashar. That's it. It usually takes less than 24 hours for them to respond to your request. So in total, it takes, I would say, around 3 days to complete a Norbert's Gambit on National Bank Brokerage. When it's done, you need to sell your DLR-U.TO shares, and then boom, you will have access to US dollar in your US side of RRSP. Note that National Bank will charge you a fee of $9.95 for journaling shares. So it's not 100% free to do Norbert Gambit, but it is still pretty cheap to convert Canadian dollar to US dollar. You can convert 10,000 Canadian dollar to US dollar with only $9 fee. Compare this to Wealthsimple, in which you will pay $150 for the same conversion. Okay, after answering the main question, let me quickly review the platform. Right off the bat, I should say I'm impressed with the platform. I like it so much that I actually decided to keep the account open and move my Wealthsimple RRSP account to National Bank in the next couple of weeks. I will keep my Wealthsimple TFSA account at Wealthsimple, but for RRSP, which for me is mainly US and international stocks, I decided to move forward with National Bank due to two main reasons. Number one, National Bank allow me to trade OTC and over-the-counter stocks like Louis Vuitton. Two, if you want to convert large amount of Canadian dollar to US dollar, Norbert Gambit is the most economic way to do so, and National Bank allow me to use this feature. Now, instead of start the review with everything that I love about National Bank so far, let me start with the things that I don't like about this platform. Number one, the first thing that I don't like about National Bank brokerage account, is basically security. There is no two-factor authentication, which is really disappointing for me. While the National Bank's regular online banking platform offers two-factor authentication by text message, the brokerage does not offer two-factor authentication, which is something I think they should address it soon. It's not cool. In this day and age, you have to have these security features. Number two, no instant deposit and no fractional shares like Wealthsimple, as I mentioned before. If you have a National Bank checking account, deposits are instant, but otherwise you have to wait 2 to 3 days for your deposits to settle into your brokerage account, which can be annoying. Fractional shares are not important for me, but I understand this can be important for people who just started investing, or they like basically to use fractional shares feature. Number three, annual fees. If your account is small, less than $20,000, and your age is over 30 years, you have to pay $100 annual fees. It's not crazy expensive, but again, $100 for a small portfolio is a lot. Number four, no support for trading stocks on foreign exchanges other than US market. For example, if you're interested to buy stocks on actual European exchanges like London Exchange, there is no way you can do that. You can do so via interactive brokers, but not via National Bank. I like to see they add these features eventually in the future. Finally, number five, option contract cost and margin rates. I'm not really into options or using margin, but just taking a look at the rates they offer, you can see that it's not the most competitive rates out there. So if you're interested in doing options or using margin, you should probably look at interactive brokers and not National Bank. So after talking about the things that I don't like about National Bank brokerage account, let me talk about everything that I love about this platform. The first thing I love about the platform is commission fees. Of course, it's great to not pay for buying or selling stocks and ETFs and be able to buy even one share of the company that you like. The only fee you need to pay is when you journal the shares between Canadian and US account. Number two, Norbert Gambit. I talked about this extensively in the initial part of the video, basically converting a large sum of Canadian dollar to US dollar and paying only $9 as a commission is pretty good deal in my opinion. Number three, research tools. I actually find the analyst coverage of stocks to be pretty decent on this brokerage account. You have access to Morningstar reports, National Bank Analyst Report, and a consensus of analyst report, which is relatively good. It's not super high-end like TD Direct Investing, but I think it's pretty decent. Other than analysis, you have access to technical insights, which is maybe good for traders. They have indicators that show, for example, when the price crosses the moving averages and things like that, which can be valuable for you if you're looking to trade stocks. They also have fundamental insights, which is not bad to look at, but again, it's limited. Number 4, user interface and app. User interface is not super advanced like TD Direct Investing, but it's clean and offers real-time quotes. The app is also pretty decent, I would say. I think they released their Android app almost 2 weeks ago, which means they are working on making the platform better and better. Number 5, customer support. I only use the private message and chat options, and in both cases, the support personnel, which I think they are based in Quebec, seem to be pretty responsive and professional. Finally, number 6, over-the-counter or OTC trading. This was the major selling point of National Bank Brokerage for me comparing to Wealthsimple, as Wealthsimple does not allow me to buy OTC stocks. You can buy various OTC stocks on National Bank without paying any fees. For example, I bought and sold Louis Vuitton and Tencent Holdings shares to test the platform, and they worked pretty well. Overall, National Bank Direct Brokerage account, this platform has a lot of advantages and also a few disadvantages compared to their competition in Canada, including Wealthsimple and Questrade. The big positives for me are no fee trading, ability to perform Norbert's Gambit, and have access to OTC stocks. And the most disappointing facts for me are lack of two-factor authentication and also having an annual fee of $100 if your account value is smaller than $20,000. There you are, guys. This was my honest review of National Bank Direct Brokerage account. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing to the channel to see similar videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Farewell.